He
Yeah,
might still already be streaming.
Yeah, I looked on my mobile and I did not see True False streaming, even on Twitch.
Hitbox?
Oh no, I don't know if he's on Hitbox or not, but because he hasn't even been in the Skype chat that I've seen.
No, he doesn't have Skype at all.
No.
True False is in chat.
Oh, there he
He's
is.
streaming to 3.
Okay, good deal.
Okay, so yeah, he is the one on 3. I was like, someone's doing it on 3, but I'm not sure who it is.
I wasn't sure what you were talking about. I just refreshed it and I'm waiting for the ad.
I
There
see.
it is. Okay.
Yeah. I got them both up there. They're a little pausing a little bit. I mean, it's dropping frames on my end, but of course I have good old West Virginia internet, so it probably doesn't surprise me. It's probably my fault, but I can still keep up with it. And who's the audio coming through for it, or are we going to have game audio?
We're going to get
KMAX
audio
audio.
from KMAC, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
And they've opted not to join the Skype call. They're going to focus. That's been the way of these past few games. The players have really needed to focus on these Mega Man-like games, and and Castlevania is also as demanding.
Yeah, True False. He's been practicing pretty hardcore. In fact, he now has he's tied with Double A Armor.
Double Armor.
Shoot. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, brain fart. But yeah, they're both tied for second place now with an 11:46. And then, of course, K-Mac is off by himself with an 11:41 in this game.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's the only thing he missed in that run was the stopwatch glitch in the first level, which luckily if somebody gets a stopwatch, we'll get an attempt at it, but it's a very getting the stopwatch is rare, and then getting the glitch to work is another act of whatever deity you believe in, you know.
Ooh, I never realized that there was a lot of attention to the other categories in Castlevania, like whip only.
Mm-hmm.
That drastically changes all the boss fights.
Oh, big time, especially death. Death is like the hardest one.
Yes.
Death, you in the speedrun, you're like, oh man, this is the easiest fight ever, and then you play him casually. Or I should say you play him casually, and it's like, this is the hardest fight in the game, hands down.
I didn't.
And then
I
you
didn't
go
bring
to
the
a
holy
speedrun.
water. Uh-oh.
And Castlevania is one of those games, one of those examples of when you start to speedrun it, the game becomes like infinitely easier until you get to, higher level play, of course. But it's just one of those games, just gets so much easier once you learn how to do everything.
True.
All right, well, I'm ready. So how are we going to do the countdown here?
Okay, in the chat maybe?
Hold on. K-Mac
Where's
is
True
paying more
False?
attention to this chat. It'd be nice if we could just do it in Twitch chat. Otherwise, we could synchronize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're both watching Twitch chat, we'll do it that way. There's K-Mac in the chat. Let's see.
As we could synchronize.
Yeah, I'll try to get some audio balance once we have actual music, but right now it's kind of difficult too.
Mm-hmm. One interesting glitch that could happen if you start the game after a few cycles of the demo playing, you will play the first stage without music.
Oh, is that what causes that? Because I do that every time I play this.
Yeah, I'll try to get some audio.
It's always my
balance
first
once we
run, doesn't have
actual
music.
but right now it's kind of difficult too. Yeah, I'll try to get some audio balance once we have.
One interesting glitch that could happen if you start the game after a few cycles. I'll type in the demo playing Hitbox chat that you guys want to do the countdown in the Twitch chat, right?
Because I do that
Yep.
every time I play this. It's always my first run, doesn't have music. I do that every time I play
I forgot I actually had a Hitbox account, so there we go.
Yeah, just let me know when you've got some sort of response from True False that he is watching.
Will do.
You hear double.
You know what? He may not have the chat pulled up. He's probably just got the stream pulled up.
Well, he was talking in chat earlier.
Okay.
There he is.
Test.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe let's make sure we have this echo fixed.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear no audio at all right now. I don't currently hear an echo.
Yeah, I think that was a false alarm. All right. Are we ready? Let's find out.
I am.
Ready when they are.
They're ready. All right. So we're going to count
Indeed.
it down. This countdown that I'm saying is not going to sync with chat at all, actually. So I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to type it, and everyone's going to hear this, and they're going to watch the chat. That's where the action is going to happen. And this is going to sound stupid in the VOD or whatever, but
Hey,
all right.
it works.
It works.
And they're off. Hopefully.
Yep, I'm seeing them go off right now. Okay, Castlevania, very classic game for the NES. Not a lot going on in the first stage except for hopefully a possible stopwatch drop, which can appear off the ghouls or zombies, whatever you want to call them. If they get that, we have a chance to see an interesting glitch. If we don't, we'll just see the stage played out up until the bat boss. A little history between the two players real quick. K-Mac has pretty much murdered this game with an 1141 world record, and he lost it temporarily earlier in the year and then to Double Armory, and then K-Mac just took it back. True False is mastered Castlevania in every which way form with any way you can think of. Whip only, one-handed. He knows the game. The first glitch trick skip you're about to see here K-Mac do is the bat skip. It's not random, it can be pulled off every single time.
Looks like they both got it.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty simple setup once you do it a couple times.
Yeah.
Now, once the axe is gone, you'll see them start throwing axes away so you can end the level with 0 hearts. That's very important. You'll see a slight pause from K-Mac right here. No, he's actually going to go for the regular strat on killing the bat, the old strat. He's not going for the critical glitch. And same thing with True False, so we won't be seeing that this run.
No, critical glitches are when you hit an enemy and take damage on the same frame, correct?
Correct.
And it does
Yep.
16 damage, if I recall.
It depends on which enemy. On the bat, it will one-shot it. It will not one-shot any other boss. Okay, now there's been some new strats in the second level here. Then I'm pretty sure they're both going to go for holy water strats in this. It used to be we'd keep the cross the entire time. Now the strat that's being used is you'll see him get this dagger coming up, and which will allow him to get the holy water very easily in the section, which allows for a very consistent Medusa kill. Do you want to finish the stage optimally around with 331, 332 left on the timer, which can be done with the holy water very easily. But it makes stage 3 a lot harder. Here's the holy
It
water.
might scare me a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, that
crushers.
pause that he does. Oh, the spikes there, or was it something else?
The crushers.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well,
walking
this
straight
is-
through them.
Yeah, there's a slight pause you can do, and you can just walk through it every time. There's 2 setups for it. I do the same setup that True False does. K-Mac has a slightly different setup.
And you can see right here, that's just what the holy water does. You use it to stun lock everything, and then just whip it to death.
K-Mac finishing with a 3:31 left, and True False had a little trouble there. He had a 3:28 left on the clock, so K-Mac's definitely got the slight lead on this one, but there's a lot of luck in that stage too. Just little things that can cost a second here or there. And in-game timer is different than real-time, obviously, but that's how we judge on what's optimal and what's not, what's left on the timer, just as in Mario runs and whatnot. This section coming up for both the runners is a very difficult section. These birds or jerks is coined by K-Mac many times. If you fly in an NES game, you are a jerk.
They both got through it, thankfully.
And the axe is used here to get the cross back, because the cross will help them against the mummies coming up at the end of the boss to do a very interesting quick kill strat.
Did we talk about the sub-weapon drops for the double and the triple and how that works?
Oh yes.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Yeah, we missed that, but we can now.
Indeed.
The way the drops work, on the 10th candle that you hit, it will drop either a double or triple. And hitting them with your sub weapons. Enemies count too. You just want to start hitting as much stuff as you can, and you can get your drops pretty consistently. And that's what they're trying to do with the cross throws right now. So there's candles right, and as you fight the mummies, and it will have the double in them to help them out for the glitch. But yes, it takes 10 consecutive candles, but you didn't get hit in between. It's not going to throw it off like that. You just got to hit 10 things with your cross.
K-Mac got the quick kill.
Yes.
Oh,
And the way that works, you see the mummies cross each other, and when you throw the cross while they're crossing each other, it's hitting them on alternate frames, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. So their health just depletes faster than, well, throwing your own analogy, but there you go. Now, this stage, they're going to be setting up a skip, which saves up to, I believe, 6 to 8 seconds, somewhere in that neighborhood. It involves using the stopwatch. We'll see if they get it, and I'll explain how it works if they get it or miss it. And K-Mac got it. True False does not. Okay, what they did there, they used the stopwatch to, they used it twice there to position the bat to spawn in a position where they can do a ceiling boost. Now, you have to use the stopwatch earlier after you hit the candle. Then you have to hit the stopwatch right up there. Then the bat has to be at the right position for you to do it. So a lot of things have to go right for you to be able to get that glitch. Or boost, I should say. I shouldn't call it a glitch, it's a damage boost.
Well, it's a little
stretch.
glitchy that you can just go into the ceiling.
That's
True. Now, in this section that K-Mac got through and True False is going through right now, those flea men that the Harpies are carrying, they can randomly drop an axe, which will ruin your speed run.
Throw off everything.
Yeah.
But they both avoided it.
Yep.
Yes.
No axe drop.
That
Your main
was famously the downfall of Toad in the Big 20 race. Castlevania was it was second to last, I think. And Toad was way ahead, like 5 minutes, and then he got an axe drop here, and he just had to kill himself because he was like, "I'm not gonna go forward without the holy water." That's how important it is.
Yeah, it's...
Without
If-
the
if
holy
you don't
water,
know-
you're essentially
don't-
doing whip only.
Yeah, if you don't know the strat to beat him, whip and axe, it's a very difficult fight. Now, for a later stage in this game, this stage requires a lot of damage boosting, so you will be seeing the infamous wall chicken pick up at one point to restore the health. There's a nice damage boost there to skip the stairs. There's a lot of damage boosting in this level, and every hit takes away 4 health. So, in reality, you only can take 3 damage boosts without getting a health refill. I mean, I think there's 4 damage boost. There's wall chicken. And here comes another boost here by K-Mac. Very important one.
The boost is a lot safer than it looks like, just running towards the axe armor.
Yeah, he backs up every time.
Yeah, you'll never get hit from him.
Now these Axe Knights, the strat is just to throw the holy water and then damage and just walk through them, their iframes, because while they're being damaged by the holy water, you can hit them, but they can't hit you. So it's pretty convenient. You can do that. So you can walk through, jump through them, and it goes through really easy. See one more damage boost here. They will walk through the bone pillars up here at the top of the stairs. He can still take one more hit and live, but he shouldn't even have to worry about that in this case. This section up here, take a walk, jump through holy water, and repeat, and it's easier than it looks. Don't be intimidated by this section.
This level overall, just after you play through it in a speedrun, like, this is actually one of the easiest levels in the game. Funnily enough, when it's one of the hardest casually.
You missed the stun lock. I feel sorry for you. The death without stun lock is probably one of the hardest NES bosses there is.
Without the stun lock, he spawns some sickles all around that fly towards you, and you have to attempt to dodge them, plus him flying around the screen and still hit him at the same time.
Yep, and once again, everything takes away 4 health. So if at that point, you 1 or 2 hits, you're dead. Now they are approaching the final stage. This stage can be quite trolly. These bats can be manipulated somewhat, but then again, they have an AI that likes to be jerks because they fly in an NES game, hence why they're jerks.
Okay, that got through just fine.
True False is doing alright too. Yeah, the main time difference between the two runners is K-Mac hitting the skip and True False missing it, so that has a big thing into it. But this can come down to Dracula because Dracula, he's completely random on what he wants to do.
No, they're gonna refill their health here so that they can attempt to do crits on Dracula first phase.
I'm not sure if True False will or not. He
That's
hasn't
true.
been doing that. Oh, he does. Okay. And his PB he did not. He used a very difficult strat. That's not marathon safe. Okay,
No,
they leave this candle where Dracula spawns because they'll hit when he throws the cross. It will get an extra hit on him as well.
The fight with Dracula in the first phase is interesting because you're trying to throw the cross to hit both the head and his body simultaneously so that you can rack up the points to get a double shot.
He got a critical on
Mm-hmm.
him. Get ready for time. When he grabs the final orb. Did you get it? Fine. Maybe a little late on that.
You can see here that as soon as you have holy water and fight second phase, it's just a pushover compared to the first.
Yeah. The holy water actually doesn't do damage unless he's squatted down like that, and that's why you're whipping him in the head as you're throwing the holy water. But it goes really, really fast.
Shoutouts to Bad Breaks.
Yeah. The BB.
Who's that handsome devil?
I waited a little bit on time for K-Mac because he was about 2.5 seconds ahead of True False when they started, where
Oh, I
my
see.
stream was at least. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
12-12.
Very respectable.
Another good, really good marathon run
Yeah.
from K-Mac.
Yeah, he had a 12:15 at AGDQ, and whip only is an incentive for AGDQ, by the way. So donate, people, and you'll see K-Mac and myself racing that. Hopefully, if it gets through. So that is a donation incentive. Quick shout out.
That is definitely an incentive you want to see as well. much different run. Lots of different cool strats in it.
So the crit on Dracula and the ceiling boost, right? Like everything else was pretty much identical. It's just these two really hard, really random things that determine the winner. So despite this 30-second gap, huge shout-outs to True False as well.
Yeah, a sub 13 run in a marathon setting is a good Castlevania run, considering what all can happen. But yeah,
Absolutely.
that's why these two are some of the best in the world at it, and that's why they're on Best of NES.
Nice. All right. Castlevania is not over.